I'm going to be too hyped and I need a straitjacket. I got knowledge and other suckers lack it. So when you see Dre, a DJ, on the mic, ask what it's like. It's like we getting hyped tonight. Welcome to Nerds Gone Rogue, episode 103. I am Matt Keel at Infinite_Rewind. Alongside me is my devil horn raisin bro, Svhenn. How are you, sir? Moose, what's up?
Woo! I'm good. I'm doing good.
At Corey in HD, how are you? Present and accounted for?
I'm still here.
Waiting for a baby?
I'm still here.
He's not waiting on a lady.
Can I just bring up the fact that I think he had a baby to get a break from this show? All you had to say was, guys, I need a break from you two.
Yeah, I planned out that I needed a break from this show 9 months ago. I was like, you know what? July sounds like a good time that I'm going to be tired of these.
Summer heat. In the summer. These knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Summer breeze.
No, he's like Sonic. Summer baby, taking a break, and then she's like, "Tell me more.
Oh, that's awesome.
Video games, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talk about those sometimes, maybe. Y'all been playing anything, Corey? I feel like you've been playing some stuff. Have you been playing anything?
I've been playing a few things. I'm just gonna get this one out of the way. I've been weaving my way back through Destiny 2.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Forsaken's on the way.
It is. Although I don't know how I'm gonna play it, but that's okay.
Time. Never mind.
Plus my brother-in-law got it, so we've been playing it together.
Preemptively, Riley, do your job. Don't let your dad play Destiny.
But I've dabbled my way back into God of War.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you trying to finish it?
I'm trying to finish it.
Okay. Okay.
And then I've made my way also back into Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Wait, for the platinum? I thought you beat that already.
No, I'm only like 2/3 of the way through it. So
Okay.
I'm making my way back through that game, and that game is breathtakingly gorgeous.
Real good.
It's a good looking game.
It's a good looking game.
It's a good sounding game. It is a game that makes you think.
It's a well-made piece of art is what it is.
Yeah. You can see why Microsoft bought Ninja Theory with that piece of work.
So, yeah, totally.
I mean, that's kind of it. I played through the Warmind DLC of Destiny, which is kind of like what I've been spending most of my time with. That DLC is, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's fine. I like the extra stuff. The campaign was whatever, but the extra stuff that they added in there, Escalation Protocol, which was like their new Horde mode style thing where, you know, you got to make it through 7 rounds of this Horde mode and you get cool stuff, but I've yet to make it past the 3rd round. It is really difficult. Mostly because I'm not leveled up for it, but it's pretty difficult. I did get one of the Warmind weapons though, so I'm pretty excited to try it out. Although I don't use hand cannons all that much, but I mean, to get the sleeper simulant is back, and to get that weapon, you have to do all kinds of quests revolve around these Warmind weapons. So that's what I'm just doing right now. So, what else have I been playing? I've been playing something else on my Switch. I forget what I've been playing.
N++.
Plus.
No.
Jinx.
No, but that is a fantastic game. That is a fantastic video game. Everybody should be playing right now.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Yes, that is the game I've been playing on my Switch.
Okay. I respect that.
That is a fun game as well. So I'm more excited for the stuff that comes out on Friday. But we got a visitor.
Tell him, Archer.
Archer's here. Archer's
in the house. Somebody's at the house. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. He barks at everything and anything. So
good man.
Yeah.
And thorough.
That's kind of it, though. I mean, nothing really new. Kind of making its way.
How far are you in Tropical Freeze?
I'm in the second world. I'm not very far. I've been going back and trying to collect the dumb little puzzle pieces and the Kong letters in the first world.
Yeah, me too.
So,
okay.
That dumb seal boss at the end of the first world is real dumb.
Man, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That guy's a dick on stilts. Moose.
Just flopping around.
Yeah,
he just tries to do all these tricks, and he's like, "Oh, look, my icy half pipe! I can flop around on it.
Yeah,
my cool mustache and crown, and I think it's cool." That's not cool.
Is that the old man from Family Guy?
Yep. I think, yeah, probably.
I was just wondering where the paperboy was.
What brings your muscly arms out this way?
You got pretty mouth.
I got a freezer full of popsicles.
Did you say strap in or strap on?
Moose, what are you playing?
So I've been playing a lot of Mafia 3. I tried jumping back into that.
Killing them racists. I like it. I
like taking out the trash while I'm taking over territories. It took me a while to get back into the swing of things with the game, but now I'm like, I've got the controller mechanics down. They have improved that game significantly. So like if you like, I know the game got a lot of shit when it first launched. Like people were like, it's a 6. Like I think they really raised it to like an 8. Like they've done a really good job with the DLC and patches to really improve the game. So, and there's mechanics in it. Like there's quote unquote, and it's like, like Max Payne, but there's like a slow bullet time. Yeah.
Max Payne.
Whatever. I've got, they added it. I mean, that's cool. I think I unlocked a silenced pistol, which is, don't fall back, Corey. You okay?
Good. I made myself laugh too hard.
So, I'm having a lot of fun with the silenced pistol and sneaking up on dudes and shooting them in the back of the head. And, like you said, killing racists. I haven't been to the KKK.
Nazis.
I haven't been to the KKK. Not Nazis. They're just white racists. So I haven't been to the KKK meeting yet. So I'm looking forward to getting there and killing some cloaked motherfuckers.
Scorching the fucking earth.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna break in there with AK.
I'm not even going silent. We're just like,
yeah. I'm laying waste. I'm gonna be chucking grenades. I'm gonna be throwing proximity mines. I'm gonna be shooting the fuck out of
KKK. I am Black Death. It is time for you to meet your maker.
So, for the challenge, I only have to beat the initial game, and so I want to beat the game, but I definitely want to play the DLC. Like the DLC has like some added content that like even the trailers make it look really freaking awesome. But when you go, it's like you get different perks. So you get like 3 people like that you can help, and then like as you give them districts of the towns you take of the pieces of the town you take over, like they give you perks. And so like one of the perks is like you can just call a dude and he'll drive up with a truck and you can like refill your ammo, you can get health packs, you can get a bulletproof vest. So you can basically resupply, and then he drives away. And
it's like, hey, ice cream man.
Yeah.
I need some ice cream.
And he drives up in like a,
it's just like bullets.
it kind of looks like an old school VW van. Like he pulls up in a van and the back of the van opens up and you're just like, yes. And so you just run up. And so you can buy like different, but like, I mentioned this because you can see the weapons that you can get and it tells you, oh, you have to unlock this in this. And I know what the name of the DLCs are. So I know like a lot of cool weapons come with the DLC, and I'm like, oh, that would be awesome. Not only do I want to play the story, but I want to have the kick-ass weapons. So anyways, been playing Mafia, loving that, getting back in the groove with that. So I'm going to probably ride that train as far as I can take it to beat it. Like, I want to beat that game and get it off my plate.
Yeah.
I've been playing some Skyforce Anniversary on my Vita. Really weird. Yeah, it was a free PlayStation Plus game not too long ago. I downloaded it and I tried it because Jason says he loves it, and I'm like weirdly hooked on it because it's kind of like you'll go into a stage and you'll play the stage, and then like you have to have a certain amount of medals to unlock the next stage. So it's pretty much like, you know, like if you die, okay, you go back and you spend the points that you won to better your ship. So it's kind of like rogue.
It's like, hey, do better until.
Yeah. It's almost like Rogue Legacy, where like you spend the points to make your ship better, and then come back to the level and try and do whatever you need to do to progress. So I've been playing that a little bit. And then last night I was playing Dark Souls Remastered with Alan Hennon. So we were having a good time. I got him past the gaping dragon, great gaping demon in the depths. So he's got Blighttown next, which I'd like to help him with, but it's kind of like he's playing a thief. So I was like, dude, I don't know how to play a thief and what clothes you need or whatever. So you might want to read into that and level up and stuff like that. So he's doing that. But we were having a blast with that, and I'm kind of like, man, like I'd like to come back to this. So it makes me want to come back to it, but I'm like, I still got this freaking 2018 challenge written down my neck.
Yep.
Anyway, so I've been playing that, and then tonight, so Friday, Octopath Traveler drops. Long story short, I got screwed on the Dark Souls Remastered guide. They ship it to me in a freaking envelope, and the corners were like beat to hell. So I was like, hey, Amazon, this is my complaint. Like
we did a B-side on this. We did a
B-side on it. So I took the credit that I got from that, joined Prime, and got a discount. So I'm getting Octopath Traveler for like $35. So I bought it on Amazon. That'll be coming on Friday. So I had the first demo, and now I have the second demo, and I'm playing the second demo, and I've been playing it tonight, and I'm loving the game. Like I am hardcore gonna like fall down the rabbit hole with it. Yeah, like right here was an itch for like an old school.
Not
RPG.
here or here. So
it wasn't here, and it wasn't here, but maybe like right here, like right across the face, there was an itch, and so Octopath Traveler is scratching it. I love the art style. Like it takes old school like pixel art style and adds like depth to like the world, instead of it just being kind of like you could tell it's 2D. It's got some 3D to it, like you got to walk around wells and stuff like that. But this takes it and makes it almost like, I want to say like a picture book. Like when you open up like a picture book, like a pop-up book. Yeah. And you're just like, oh, that's cool. Like, go here, go. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
I mean, just as someone who's not played it, I like that. Like the worlds seem like fully designed, but the characters are like 2D Paper Mario.
They are. Yeah.
Type. Like, yeah. I like that, and like that. I mean, when I saw that, I'm like, oh,
and
that's alluring.
They've got like a cool modern like battle system. So like it's kind of turn based. So like it'll show you, okay, you go, and then like all your enemies on the enemy side go, and like you can do attacks that stun them, so you get to go again before they go. And anyway, so it's got a cool battle system. There's like a boost mode, which means like if you attack and you land your attack, like the next attack you can boost, or you could build all your boosts and then you're just doing nothing but a boost attacks towards the end of the battle, and you're just like, and basically, as far as I could see, like I picked the warrior. There's 8 characters that you can pick in the demo. This is on Switch, by the way. But there's 8 characters that you can pick, and I picked the warrior, and he's got an attack, and when I do the attack, if I do the boost version of it, I get, like, he does double attack. So, like, that's his boost version of it. I'm sure, like, the others have different things going on, like the merchant and the archer and whatever. And then, like, you also have specific attacks to like your character. Like he has a vertical slash attack which affects all the enemies on the field, which is pretty cool. So it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. And so I'm like, oh, this is going to be awesome. I'm loving the art style. The story so far is pretty cool. I hear that like what you do in the prologue, if you finish it, like the demo carries over to the actual game. Personally, I'm not concerned about that unless there's like some crazy perk that you get. But from what Jason and Jeff shared a link, which said like there's a certain way to find like a secret boss. Like you find like a secret boss having played through all the demo with all the characters and unlock it and get to fight that boss. And I'm like, I really want to do that. I don't know. So, anyways, I'm having a lot of fun.
If you
with
have
it.
an itch and it's scratching it,
yeah, I'll probably fall down that rabbit hole. Like I'll probably do that. I don't think they're gonna remove the demo because I know the first demo is gone. Now that they've released the second one, so the only way you can download it is if you initially downloaded it before. So this demo kind of replaced that previous demo. So I have both, but I'm playing this latest one. So I'm gonna have fun with it. See how far. I'm actually probably going to take my Switch to work tomorrow so I can play it at lunch. So I'll probably play it all week and then just be geared up for Friday when I get home.
So describe the battle system to me.
So I mentioned Kingdom or Grand Kingdom to you. Have you played that yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically like you got two sides. So you're on one side, the other person's on the other side. And then as far as I've gone, I haven't had any sneak attacks, but I'm sure there's sneak attacks or there's attack from behind. But basically you go. You have the first option to go. So far as I've been playing, my character has the first option to go. And I'll attack. And then the entire, no matter how many enemies there are, sometimes there's just one, but there was three in one of the battles. They'll all go through their cycle of attacking. So, and then once they're done attacking, you can attack again. But if you attack first, you have the boost, or you can use your special attack for your class. So, like the one that I have is it's a vertical slash, but basically it stuns the party. And so you're basically just going back and forth until like obviously someone dies. And like you have the option to heal. I also have, I think it's really funny. One of his other moves is called the Abide. So basically it increases the damage of his attacks for 3 turns. So like you sacrifice a turn to bolster your attacks for the next couple turns, and then
the moose abides.
Right. So what I'm thinking, what I'm going to do is I'm attack like 3 times in a row, abide, and then just do boost attacks to fucking whittle them down to nothing. So, I mean, there's probably multiple ways that you can play each class. Like
there's a party, isn't there?
As far as I know, yes. Like you can pick up other classes or other people to run with you.
Is that in the demo or no?
I don't know yet. I have not gotten to a part where I have other party members. It's just me solo right now.
The way Octopath Traveler's party system works is you can pick which character you start as, but as you play through the game, you pick up the other characters that you could potentially play as, and they just join your party. Okay. But it's just you cross paths with them, and then they join you. So.
Mm-hmm. Is it like, so I'm going to guess like each person shows a different storyline linked to the main story. It's like kind of like a different perspective.
Honestly, it just really depends. They said this game isn't designed to play through 8 times.
Okay.
It's just the starting area where you're at.
Okay.
It is like whatever character you pick determines your starting area.
Oh, so they basically just give you the option to really play as what you want, right, and carry the other. Because like there's a quote unquote merchant class. Yeah. So like you could basically play the merchant class and, like I said, recruit the warrior that I'm playing now. You could recruit the archer, the source. If there's a quote unquote sorcerer, I'm sure there is, because what RPG doesn't have a magic class? So that's pretty cool. Very funny.
I know, I'm just kidding.
But I think I'm definitely having a blast with it. I want to play more of it. Probably going to play some after the show, but I'm probably also going to be playing League at work and tomorrow evening and whatnot. So it's scratching an itch that I'm glad it's doing. Corey, what have you been playing? Oh, you already talked. You went.
Corey was first.
Matt, what have you played?
Man, Moose is really disinterested in anything I have to say today.
That's true.
He's like, just fucking have your kid and go away.
Yeah.
I beat Hollow Knight this week, and
Thoughts?
that game is fucking amazing.
Is that running for your game of the year over God of War?
Yeah, like I would like it might actually beat out Celeste and God of War.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, sure, it came out last year, but you know, I'm gonna throw the loophole. It's new to me. Fuck y'all.
I think if it's released on a console this year, since we don't really do PC games,
Yeah,
It counts.
it counts.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
none of us do PC gaming until this fall, which I'm pumped for.
but
I'll sell you
But
mine
no.
for $1.
No.
This game it's special. I mean, Moose, I know you've played a little bit of it, and you've gotten into parts where the combat is super tricky.
Yeah.
The way it builds on that throughout the game and the boss battles, the way that it tells its story, like this game is. Like, I think we did our top 10 games of all top 10 favorite games of all time a little too early, because I think this might be placed in the caliber with my top 10. Like
Wow.
I have not had this feeling beating a game since Dark Souls. And,
Wow. Okay.
And it's not like, I'm not like saying that, like, I didn't come out of Dark Souls thinking that it was one of my favorite games of all time. That came later. But like after beating it, I didn't want to play anything else. But I don't want to play it anymore because I don't want to wear myself out of it. If it comes to PS4, so I get a platinum. But
It probably will. I think they've been talking about it.
And I hope it does, but I know it's like tour. It's not a huge team, and they did all the work for Switch themselves. Like they didn't go to a porting house.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did it themselves, and they did it well. Like the details in this game are beautiful. I feel like there's already 2 moments in it that just warm my heart. There's a character in it who is already one of my. Well, actually, there's 2 characters in it that are like. I get the same vibe from them as I got, going through Solaire's story in Dark Souls, and all of there are boss battles in the game that are just perfection. They are 2D platforming perfection, but not like platforming puzzles, platforming and combat. And you can't, and like there was I posted in the Nerds Gone Road Facebook group after Argentina lost the World Cup, got eliminated, and that was pretty sad because I want Leo Messi to find his way into the pantheon of legends, and I feel like unless he does something on international, on an international level, like he won't get that the way Ronaldo will. But I was pissed, and I went and I fought this boss that I had just been struggling with.
Right.
And I posted this picture of the entire bloodbath that I had created after I finally beat that asshole. And this game is fucking special. If you've not played it on PC or you're even thinking about playing it on Switch, just do it.
Yeah.
If you are okay with a bit of a challenge, because this game is not it will push you, but like because it's designed well, you could just say, okay, honestly, I did it a lot like Breath of the Wild, like where I could figure out what I wanted to do, like I could map out what I wanted to do and break it down into steps and stop playing after a step and then just jump right back in when I had time. But this game is fucking amazing. And because of beating this game, like I've actually like I've had a couple of nights worth of time, and I mean combination of working a lot and just being tired and not really knowing what I wanted to play. Like I've been I hit like a lull. I'm like, there's nothing grabbing me because all I want to do is go back to that game.
But that's a bad thing.
No, I'm not. Yeah, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But at the same time, like I don't want to ruin that game for me yet.
I don't think it'll ruin it for you.
I probably won't, but I want some time between me and Hollow Knight. But I downloaded Luminous on PS4. That game is still good. I showed it to Reba. I thought she might be interested. She's like, yeah, I don't like games like this. I'm like, that's fine. And I just sat there and played it for like 40 minutes while it just melted my brain a bit.
Nice.
And that game is still fucking cool. And then last night, I'd gotten home from work. Reba and I had dinner, and like I was just not like in my most social place. And Reba actually said, "You need to go play some games. Freaking get your head." And I'm like, I don't know what I want to play. Like I looked at my Switch, I played a little bit of Donkey Kong, and like I love that game, but like it wasn't doing it. It wasn't doing it. I turned on the PS4, did a couple runs of Spelunky, a couple runs of Binding of Isaac. I did a couple hell dives.
You were all over the place.
I did a couple races in Burnout, just looking for something that would just be like, okay, I'm okay in this place. I'm just going to keep doing this. Let me tell you where I ended up. I started Bush League Hockey.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
This game is the best kind. This game is the right kind of bad.
Okay.
If you like sports games, like sports simulation games, this game's not for you. It moves rather slow. Its shooting doesn't feel great. The fighting mechanics in Bush League Hockey are not great either.
So then why are we playing it?
Exactly. But I had a good time. I played like 10 games. Okay. There's a story mode in it, like where it's based on like I started it, and you start as the Schuylkill Hinto Brews, and that's Schuylkill River, PA, Moose.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
I think they're based out of like Western Pennsylvania. I don't remember what town. Yeah. But the announcers are doing a Canadian accent that stops just shy of offensive and hangs at like just ridiculousness in a good way.
Yeah.
I think there's a heart in this game that is what keeps me playing it. Because like Reba was asking me what I played on the way home from work today, and I'm like, I play this game called Bush League Hockey. And she's like, oh, this sounds dumb. I'm like,
she doesn't like hockey.
And I was trying. Well, I think she got turned off at Bush because that just makes her think of ex-President Bush.
Okay, all right.
I mean, some people still have that stigma, but I will not say you should go out and play this game. I will not. It's not something that's easy to play if you like hockey games. And I like NHL. I really do. My buddy Jason and I will play it. Like when he moves back to Philly, he and I will probably play that couch like sitting next to each other on the couch and get up to some shenanigans. I will not tell him to play this because this game is slow. It doesn't feel right, and its mechanics are not the best. But there's just heart here. It's
right.
It's like, I mean, a lot of reviews compare it to the movie Slapshot,
which is like, that's why I'm interested in it, because
Slapshot is a fucking great movie, but I feel like it is a bridge too far for this game. But this game has heart. So if you're
like the Mighty Ducks,
yeah. Like, but except this game is cool, and this is cooler and bloodier than the Mighty Ducks. So
rated R Mighty Ducks, got it.
No. But like, and the stories in it are okay. Like, they create, narratives with players in the league, and all of it is fictitious, which I am just so into.
Right.
So it is speaking to me on a level that will probably go a long way this year in me talking about it. But I really, really enjoy it. But I mean, this game is like a 5 or a 6. It is not a 7.5. It is not an 8. This game's wet dream of itself. It doesn't even get to a 9. So
it's indie, isn't it? Obviously, it's not like a triple.
Well, I think the game was kickstarted, so I think it is indie. But yeah, like, I'm happy I saw this game and took the plunge on it.
Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah, like yes, but like I know that on some level people listen to this show, and I'm just gonna say, like, I know this game is not what most would consider good, but I am on board with it. I'm going to continue playing it because it has had me smiling enough. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of fun. So yeah. On the other hand, Hollow Knight, fucking amazing. Luminous, fucking amazing. Helldivers, still fucking amazing. Binding of Isaac, Spelunky, amazing. Burnout Paradise, amazing. Bush League Hockey might not be, but I spent the most time with it. So yeah.
Okay.
So
amazing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not gonna. I still can't bring myself to say that, but I will keep playing it. I'm looking forward to going further in that game. So we have a topic tonight. I believe
slightly above mediocre.
Yes, better than the Cavs.
Oh,
I don't know what you're on about. He's right.
I like him. I like your sass, sir. Sass.
Better than all Cleveland sports except for the Indians because they're in first place.
Oh, really?
Are they?
They're okay. So not as good. Bush League Hockey is not as good as the Indians.
No.
Well, our division is weak this year, so it might be as good as the Indians.
Wait, are you first place in the division?
In the division,
last place out of, like, what is there? How many divisions are there on your side?
There's 3 divisions and 6 teams in each division. I don't know how many baseball teams are there.
So you're basically at the bottom of everybody.
What?
No, he's in first.
I'm just never.
Drink another beer. Matt, continue.
Double up that IPA.
It was like, okay, another beer.
Thank you. I mean, you're welcome.
I was trying to make the joke like they were that team that was like 8-8 getting into the playoffs when football comes out.
Yeah.
Like they're number 1 in only their division, but they're like the bottom of like everything else.
Oh, okay.
That's where I was going with the fucking joke.
I'm back. Okay,
The Indians are in first place. First place in the AL Central. They are 49-39.
Okay. Who's first place in the American League? Period. Is it them?
I think it's the Red Sox, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Go Red Sox. Okay.
They are 62-29.
Yeah, so you guys are like 20 games back almost. Like,
God, 62 and baseball's too good.
Hey, you know what? I mean, if we were in the AL East, we'd be in third place because the Yankees are 58 and 30. Wow, we are.
Okay. Well,
if the playoffs started,
what I would say.
If the playoffs started today, the Indians
in the wild card.
the Indians would get automatic seed because we're in first place. We would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5. We'd be the 6th seed in the playoffs. There you go. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Very nicely done. Okay, so I believe it was Corey who came up with the topic this week.
Sure did.
Kind of just threw it at us.
Yeah.
Well, when Moose,
Spider monkey.
See now. Well, actually, I think he's a cashew. Is that what we decided?
I actually really regret this topic because it was such a struggle to pick out.
Well, see, I'll let you listeners and viewers under the hood. We don't plan this very far in advance. Usually, it's like Monday around noon, where one of us reaches out to the other and goes, "So, what time tonight, guys?"
And I think I reached out. I was like, "What's the topic?"
And then Moose is like, "What's the topic?" And then Corey actually pretty promptly goes, "This," and he said, top 5 games, top 5 anticipated games coming out this fall.
Yes,
and I should have just done the rest of 2018.
I looked at this and I'm like, and because I don't pay attention, I'm like, what games are coming out? And I know what games I've like pre-ordered, and like Code Vein and
most of the games I'm looking forward to don't come out till next year, right? Like, Fire Emblem. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. But you know what I mean?
Because that's your topic. Sure. So you're gonna talk when you talk.
Yeah.
Moose. I will talk when I talk. When words come out of my mouth, that's when I will be talking. You're welcome.
Welcome. Yes, so we did this, and I was completely confused. I'm like, someone needs to send me a link to a list of games that are coming out this year because I honestly don't know.
I have Game Informer's release schedule bookmarked. That's how I got it so fast.
I'm gonna throw a little tidbit of knowledge to the listeners. I had my top 5 games for the fall done. I was doing indie games, and they're like, and Matt messaged me. He's like, "Moose, where are you getting your games from, man? All I see is like this, like AAA." And I'm like, "Here you go, buddy. Here's a good list. Did
you actually send me a list? Because
I sent you a list in the chat. If you scroll back up through that chat, there is a list from IGN. Most anticipated games for 2018. A bunch of them have come out already because
it was like 39.
There's like 39 games. Yeah, 39 indies. Like it's in the chat, bro.
It's there. It's after all these memes, you guys.
Oh, there it is. Okay, all right, there it is. Yeah, so, I was eating dinner and getting drunk with my fiance,
which is fine.
So I missed that. So you are going to educate both Corey and I on the indie games coming out this year. So,
anyways,
Burrito Galaxy sounds interesting.
Hell yeah! Hopefully, it's like Taco Master.
Burrito Galaxy.
But so I wanna preempt some things. I know we said fall, but we've actually said we're not going to talk about Chasm, Death's Gambit, or Dead Cells because they're not.
We said it in our chat because they're actually coming.
So Moose isn't talking today. Is basically what you're saying.
Fuck your couch, Corey. I got plenty to talk about.
No, I mean Code Vein is still coming out. So
true. Fair.
Yeah.
And Dark Souls for.
I got stuff to talk about that's indie. That's not coming out till fall.
I know. We know you.
My list is 1, 2.
We know you do, and we are all so happy that you are excited to tell us.
We're so happy.
15 deep, motherfucker.
Great. I have
my indie list is 15 deep.
I've got 7. So
I like that. I like that.
Your mother said last night.
She got 7 inches last night.
Yeah.
All right.
At least she's getting some at her age.
Yeah, good for her.
All right, who's going first?
Why are we gonna cow?
Do we want to round robin the top 5 games for the fall?
Well, I want to finish my preempt here because I just want to say,
bitch.
That's fine.
We all know how you have a hard time finishing.
Yeah. Reva's like, I'm already sleeping.
And then most of the time when I say banana out, she's like, wait, what?
Hey, that's better than like
I got proof that I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got baby on the way. Baby!
What am I in? Anyway, so
you're in Nerds Gone Rogue. Where we have both become just as insane as you are.
you, sir, are welcome. So I wanted to preempt with like, I'm not going to talk about Captain Toad because I'm super excited about that. You know, what else?
Well, I think,
there's something. Oh, we can't talk about No Man's Sky Xbox One.
Wait a second. So here's what we got to discuss. So like fall for me is kind of like when the school year starts. Not necessarily, not anymore. But
how old are you? 12?
It used to be when like the school year would start. When the school would start in like September. But if you actually look at the calendar, fall doesn't start until the end of September.
Right.
So like it's got to be like October releases and later.
Right,
and that's what I'm trying to get at.
I feel like that's a bit too far.
I would say anything after August.
Yeah, I always think fall games start coming out after Madden does. Like
yeah,
Madden,
which is August, like it's in like a month.
It's like August 9th or something like that.
Yeah, it's in a month.
Like it is like I feel like that is when fall game schedule starts. Like I mean the TV Guide fall preview came out in August. Fall games, you know, so
and that's what I'm saying. Like they prep you for fall stuff, so it just it comes out before fall actually starts. So.
Right. So the we came up with 5. Now, Moose, your list of 15, is that all of yours, or did you have 5?
No, that's indie. No, I got
just
5,
indies.
I've got 5 AAA and 15 indies.
Okay, talk to us about the indies first.
Okay, so if we're gonna go down my indie list. There's a bunch on here that I've been watching that are not on that 39, that IGN list that I sent you. So there's Children of Morta, which a bunch of them are like Kickstarters, but this looks like really kick-ass because it's almost like got like a Rogue Legacy feel to it, whereas in like you can die and your children will take over in your stay like later on, and it's got like a Diablo feel to it,
or like Swords of Ditto.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a old school 16-bit looking game, like the art style's like retro. So that's supposed to be coming out in the fall. They don't have a release date, but I would imagine it's coming out because they've been throwing out like information. Like if you follow them on Facebook, they've been throwing up stuff, and so I feel like they're polishing it and prepping it for a release. The other one that I have is Heartforth Alicia, which is like super indie, which I'm happy about this one because it's coming to Vita. So it'll be on Vita, PS4. Sorry, I don't know other platforms because I just don't care about Xbox.
That's fair.
This one is kind of like a 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania style game. Obviously, I believe you play as Alicia, but she's got like different attacks and moves going on, and like they're polishing that up. So hopefully that comes out this fall. My other game, you know, I'm just going in order of the way I have them. Battle Princess Madeline, which looks freaking awesome. So this game is awesome.
This game has a cool story.
Yeah, because if you watch the Kickstarter video, like the guy's daughter loves when he plays Ghosts and Goblins and fights the first boss. And they got to talking about it, and she was just like, oh, you know, girls don't get to play the hero and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, what color do you want your armor to be? And so like she it's really cool because like she's kind of drawing stuff and he's adapting what she's drawing into enemies or NPCs or whatever, and it's going to be like an old school 2D side scroller.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be Metroidvania or if it'll be, pretty straightforward. I mean, I'm just I personally, like, I watched the Kickstarter video and I'm like, as soon as it comes out, I'll buy it day one. I don't want to know any more about it because I want to be surprised by it.
I want to support this story.
Right. I want to be surprised by it, but it looks really awesome. He's making the game in the vein of Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Goblins, which I think was the sequel. So it looks like it's going to be awesome. I'm pumped for it. I support the story. The artwork looks great. It's another one that looks kind of like 16-bit, like the old 16-bit side scrollers in the heydays of the SNES and the Genesis. My next one, Matt, you'll love, is Super Meat Boy Forever.
Yeah,
that's supposed to hit
the two indies I have are that and Mutant Year Zero.
See, I don't even know about Mutant
Year Zero Road to Eden is like it's a bonkers take on XCOM.
Yes, I did see that, but I think I glazed. I like went past it because I think they said it was PC for right now. So,
well, I've seen a couple of places where it's PS4.
Okay, well that's cool.
I've seen nowhere where I've seen PS4, Xbox One, no mention of Switch. Which, sorry, thanks for coming out. But
thanks for coming out and help, buddy.
I love that style, so I'm always on board with it.
Yeah,
and yeah, we don't need to talk about Super Meat Boy Forever. We know.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like an endless runner with Super Meat Boy, which will be cool.
All I know is if that game sucks, then I am done with Team Meat. So,
well, I don't understand how it could because they've done so great. If anything, I think it'll be mediocre. Like I don't think it'll be a game that will completely flop. If it does anything to like worst case scenario, it's just like a 6. You know what I'm saying? Like where you'll like it and you'll get your worth out of it, but it's not going to be something that you're going to throw
like because Ed McMillan is not on Team Meat anymore. Like
I didn't know that. So
like I'm like Tommy is taking this idea and doing his thing. Like if he does that and releases a game that's not good, he turns in like this isn't the same thing, but it's like Paul McCartney's solo career. He's just successful because he was a Beatle.
Right. Yeah. So hopefully
it's good. I want it to be good because I like Tommy's story. I like Ed's story. I wish they were together, but things happen. Continue.
The Messenger, which I believe is coming to Switch first, and then it's coming to other platforms. It's kind of like a Ninja side-scrolling Ninja Gaiden game, but it like jumps back and forth between 8-bit and 16-bit. So that looks pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Matt, you brought this one up, Decay of Logos. Which kind of looks like Zelda mixed with Dark Souls, and you have I think it's a yak. Like you have a mount that has like antlers, so maybe an antelope or whatever,
a yak,
a yak, something like that. And so that's your companion through your journey through this world. It's kind of like I want to say it's got the art style of like Rhyme or something like that, where it's like hand drawn, and it's kind of like paper overlaying paper. Like it's got a cool art style, so I'm pumped about that. Ape Out looks freaking awesome. That's like for Devolver Digital is publishing that, and it's just basically you're an ape escaping like an experiment area, and you're just pummeling people trying to get out. A game called Death Trash. Now I haven't heard about this game, but it takes place in like a post-apocalyptic world where like everything is just like gone to hell, and it's definitely a darker RPG. But so far it's only on Linux, PC, and Windows, but they have other platforms in mind. I could totally see that coming to PS4 or even Xbox. The Gardens Between looks freaking awesome. My list goes on and on. I've got 3 more I just want to discuss. The Last Night, which looks awesome on Xbox, so I look forward to playing it on Steam or PC when I get my PC. That looks awesome. Tunic Looks awesome. It's like a
Tunic
fox,
looks
and
great.
it's kind of like a Legend of Zelda type feel to it, and that's going to be on Xbox and probably Microsoft Windows as well. That looks
there's
really
like
cool.
2 people designing that game.
Yeah, that looks really cool. And then my last one is Pray for the Gods, which is a indie developer who kind of wanted to take a stab at a game that's kind of like Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty cool and pretty interesting. So those are the indie games that I'm pumped for the fall. If they come out in the fall, awesome. If they don't, like that, more polish to them when they come out next year. I mean, because like I really wanted to put Blasphemous on that list because Blasphemous is just freaking looking tremendously awesome.
Everything you keep posting.
I just keep sharing, like, because I follow them and everything they share. I just keep sharing because I'm like, people need to know about this game because it's freaking awesome. But that was kind of like Chasm, where it's like, hey, here's our game, but like don't expect anything for a while. And I think 2019 is what they've mentioned. I wouldn't have a problem if they pushed it to 2020 to like polish it and all that stuff. But I believe that is hitting everything. So that'll be on Xbox, that'll be on Switch, that'll be on PS4. So check it out if you're looking for. It's a 2D side scroller in the vein of Dark Souls. But I do want to say, like, kind of takes on the artwork of Dark Souls. It's not just the game mechanics that's Dark Souls. It's like the world is going to be Dark Souls like as well. Like the protagonist has got a Dark Souls feel to it. Like the enemies, you're looking at it like, yeah, that could be in a 3D that could be 3D in a Dark Souls game. Yeah. So it's looking really cool. They're doing a really good job with the development and whatnot. But those are my indies for the rest of the year. Obviously, we know Chasm, July 31st.
Yep, Death Gambit in
August 14th, and Dead Cells has not given us a release date, but they said August. So, anyways.
I looked at that IGN list you sent in our chat, and there's one that you didn't talk about, just that I had heard about. I heard the folks on Waypoint talk about Donut County. And
yes, I saw that too, and that looked great. That was on my list.
That game looks kind of bananas, and I'm kind of down. So now we'll get to the 5 proper. What do you say, gentlemen?
I say that's fine. Well, Corey, did you have any indies that was not on that list or any you're really interested in?
No, I mean, not really. I have one indie on my list. Game? But I mean, like, a lot of my honorable mentions are all Switch games that I'm looking forward to just because, like, my wife will probably play them with me if we have time or whatever. But
like what?
Talk about it. What do you guys play?
I mean,
what she play?
Plus, like, a couple of them are for this fall. They're coming out on Friday. So, like Super Mario Party looks cool. She'll probably play that with me. And then Captain Toad and Octopath Traveler look great.
Okay.
I mean, those are just, we've talked Octopath Traveler to death today. So,
yeah.
I really don't have any other honorable mentions. Just that, really.
I did want to mention Bloodstained.
I want to talk.
It's indie. It's supposed to be coming this year. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that looks freaking awesome. The Curse of the Moon is the
Curse of the Moon is the prequel.
The prequel that they dropped not too long ago. $10 on all systems. So, and I hear it is a really, really good Castlevania-like game. If you like, in fact, I've heard a lot of people say it's a lot like Castlevania 3. So if you're looking for an old school Castlevania game, definitely check it out.
Like I think that game might slip to 2019 at this point.
I'd have no problem with that.
Yeah, same here. I got too much to play.
Polish it up, buddy. Polish it up.
Like, as far like I might be 1 or 2 updates behind because I did back it on Kickstarter. I haven't seen IGA commit to a date.
No, they have not. There's no date yet.
So yeah, and I just know he'll commit there first and then release it to the wider.
I think I could see them getting closer to like a August, September timeline and then give a date. Like say, oh hey, December. Our game's coming in December, so it's like here it is, or like seeing the windows because they've got AAA to battle with. They got AAA games to battle with, so I could see him just being like, let's put it in a slot where there's not a lot going on, which is usually the beginning of December.
So which Just Cause rules that.
Yeah, so they might go mid-December then. But anyway.
But like I mean the one caveat here is TGS happens in what, September, October?
TGS is in October.
Yeah.
Gamescom is in August.
So
Paris Games is
And isn't Inti Creates helping with that? Helping with Bloodstained?
no, they
Yes.
did Curse of the Moon.
Yeah.
Oh, they did do Curse of the Moon. Okay.
Inti-
Yeah, I knew
Inti
that.
Creates
I
did
didn't know
Curse
if-
of the Moon.
I didn't know if they were like
other
helping.
than that, no, it's Iga's studio.
Okay.
Okay.
I would think that if he's going to announce a release date, he might get on stage at TGS.
Mhm.
But I don't know who he'd get on stage with.
Yeah. I can see
Doesn't TGS have like an indie thing? Like a
Maybe.
I'm sure
like an indie?
the game show's gotta have indie stuff.
I mean, well, I think they should probably start thinking about it because the Japanese indie scene is starting to, like, the first interesting thing we really got from it was Downwell. And granted, that's just an iOS game, but like still, that made a lot of waves here.
Mhm.
And I feel like at that point they kind of they need to start fostering a platform for Japanese indies or Asian indies for that matter. Like I feel like they need I know that like from this point of view, a lot of indies are just like are European or American or South American. We don't get a lot of Asian indies, and if any, and I'm just saying that because there's none that jump to the forefront of my thinking. But with that, let's get to our 5, gentlemen. What do you say?
I say
Sounds
let's
like a
do
plan.
it.
Okay,
Do it.
who wants to start?
I will start.
Okay,
So I don't know if it really counts or not, but Shovel Knight King of Cards is scheduled for this fall.
okay.
Okay. That's
And
the last
Are you
DLC
excited about it?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
Then it counts.
I know, but it's an expansion. I didn't know if we were counting.
Yeah,
You can count it because it's like the other games, the other expansions are kind of make the game different. So
See,
I feel
what-
like this could do the same thing.
What makes me excited for this is that once this expansion is released, it's probably going to lead to a Switch physical copy of
Yeah.
Shovel Knight. So
Yeah, I can see them throwing it all out, like with what's the name, Limited Run, doing
Yeah.
like a whole one for the Switch.
Yeah, but
that'd be cool.
they produce regular physical copies for PS4 and Wii U and 3DS. I don't see why,
they do.
I don't
yeah.
see why they wouldn't just do one for Switch. You know.
Yeah, I could see them doing it like for all of them, like
like a
Plus-
definitive edition. Yeah.
yeah,
Plus-
like across the board.
Plus, Nicholas said that they almost let it slip that they were actually doing the partnering with Yacht Club to do a Shovel Knight physical copy. So it's kind of like all but been confirmed.
Oh, cool.
But I think the thing is they want to release King of Cards first. That way they can have all the campaigns on the cart instead of like just Shovel Knight, and then you download the rest of them.
Yeah, it would be cool to have it on the cart.
Yeah. So,
And I'm down for that.
but what I played at PAX was awesome. Like it's like the movement and stuff is probably some of the best in the series, aside from Spectre Knight. Like he just moves the dash move and the double jump and just everything. It just felt really good. So, I mean, Shovel Knight's a great game, and King of Cards looks good. So,
Word.
Yeah.
word.
For that.
Well,
your mother?
So that's your number 5.
your number
It is.
5?
Okay. My number 5,
Yes.
Darksiders 3.
Okay. I was looking at that. I'm like,
Which is really funny because we were we said that, and then I went to the PlayStation blog just to see what was going on there, and they were showing a new video of some of her game mechanics, like
November 27th.
yeah, they had a date. The PlayStation blog had a date, and then they were talking about some of her powers, Fury, which is cool.
Yeah.
So November's a good time.
Really? You think November's a good time?
Well, October I think has a lot of the aren't the shooters coming out in October?
yeah.
I feel like
Like
September,
Battlefield's October.
and then November is just like, I don't know. I guess it's a okay time. I don't know why you would put that game out in the fall with all these amazing games coming out in September and
They should put
October.
it in the spring, really, in all honesty.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't think they want to get crowded in with everything that's happening in February and March.
Days Gone's in February.
Dude, on the same day, it's Metro Exodus, Days Gone, Anthem, Crackdown 3, and something else, all on the same day.
Yeah, like it's freaking crazy. It's insane. Like, why?
Why would you do that? There's so many other Tuesdays and Fridays in February. You could just release a game now.
But anyways,
clearly they all didn't talk to each other.
Darksiders was like a really cool quote unquote Zelda for PlayStation people or Xbox fans, and then Darksiders 2 kind of added like a Diablo loot system to it. So I'm excited to see what goes on with the third one. I'll try and play the other two. They're not on my challenge, so I might not get to them before the third game launches.
Console that those games were on was the Wii U.
Yeah. The Wii U's the best, man. So
the best, Jerry.
I saw this meme going around yesterday, and it was like, "Oh man, the Wii U sucks. It's such a crappy console," and it had like all the Wii U games. And then right underneath it says, "Oh man, the Switch is the best console ever," and it just had all the Wii U remasters.
Yeah. And like, it's funny because like I'll agree with this. People pick on the Wii U, but then like you look at the Wii U and it's like, you know, it has all these pluses to it, and it's just like, it was a great system. It just did not have the support it should have.
It had great games, but just like a lot of other Nintendo products, it was just like the console was really unappealing.
Yeah.
Plus, like the messaging out of the gate, everybody was so confused. Like,
you
know, I mean, I think we knew it was a new console, but 90% of the people out there were like, "Is this an add-on to my Wii? Can I bowl on this? Can Grandma play tennis?
Can she bowl? Can she break a hit bowling in this?" Matt, what's your number?
Can Grandpappy golf
or fish? I remember fishing.
My number 5 is Just Cause 4. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I love the Just Cause games. They are the right kind of bonkers. 3.
Really? That surprises me.
I love the Just Cause games. 2 I spent more time laughing at the dumb shit I got up to in 2, and I wanted 3 to be more of that, but it wasn't. I still liked what I played of it. I just don't know if I will go back. But 4 is it's kind of riding the coattails of 2, just like 3 did. So I will at least try it. And you know, dumb excuses to blow shit up. Yes, please.
Yeah.
So we're gonna reverse the order again.
I think Matt just wants to go twice in a row.
I do. My number 4 is Spider-Man. I'm just going to get that. We know it's coming.
Okay.
E3 sold that game to me. That's my number 4.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
My turn. Biomutant.
It's my turn, but that's fine.
No, we reversed the order. Moose was second, so we're.
Oh wait, I went first. You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So stay in your lane, Corey. Let me host. I got this.
What podcast are you on?
No.
Same power.
I'm gonna quit and start a new podcast called Rogue Nerds.
Just Corey? Is that that's gonna be the name of the podcast? Just Corey.
Yeah.
Just cause Corey. No.
Just cause Corey. My number 4 is Biomutant from THQ Nordic. Game looks pretty fucking awesome. It's gonna be like
I always forget about this game.
It looks so weird but cool at the same time. Like
right, and that's my thing. Like it's got a little bit of weird, but it's got a lot of cool going on. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for THQ Nordic to keep like doing really well with their I want to see them be a publisher that does well. So I think this is a game that's going to kick ass. Take some names. Maybe we'll get a release date soon. It's speculated 2018, but they skipped E3, so because to watch the World Cup.
Yep.
So
they're going
to be at Gamescom though.
Yeah, good for them.
Priorities.
So I could see them doing a release at either Paris Games, Gamescom, or maybe not Tokyo Game Show, but whatever. So it'll be interesting to see when they give us a release date. Maybe they'll slide it into next year, and if they do, that's good. More polish for the game. But that's
what is this game? I always forget about it.
It's like a 3D action adventure game, and it looks like you play like he kind of looks like a fox or whatever.
It's not like a BioShock thing. I'm just associating.
No, you can create the look of your character.
Okay, well then the one that they're showing in the marketing is kind of like a fox.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he standing on two legs, he's got a sword.
He's basically a Rocket Raccoon ripoff.
Yeah, but you got like different ways to play the game, different styles and stuff like that. So I wish I knew. Like, I saw the trailer and was like, all right, that's all I need to see. So I haven't really like read up on it. I just know I'm interested in the game. I just want to stay dark with it. So that's my number. That's my number 4.
Corey, you're number 4.
Nice. My number 4 is Darksiders 3. I really like those first 2 games. So, I mean, I don't really have too much more to say about it. I just think it looks cool. It looks like it's taking a different art style approach, more like a mix of old Darksiders and then that Battle Chasers game that came out recently. It kind of looks like
a cartoonish, like
Mm-hmm.
a darker cartoonish type style.
Yeah, it looks really cool. So, like, I'm really excited for that. And I think the whip adds a really cool dynamic to that game. Where I feel like it's going to play more like Bayonetta and DMC, maybe not exactly like that, but more like
Reminiscent.
I feel like it's going to play faster and trying to get away from that old God of War kind of battle system that they used to have. So, number 3 is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I loved Assassin's Creed Origins, which I didn't think I was going to because I haven't really played Assassin's Creed since Black Flag. But Origins was awesome, and this looks like more of that. So,
see, the minute they started doing that, I'm like, man, see, this makes me not want to do this makes me want to not do it.
Just skip it.
Like, I just and this, you loved Origins, and your love for Origins kind of sold me on it, so I will eventually try it. I'm just gonna wait for a sale. Because
the one thing that disappoints me though is like they set up Origins so. Like, they set it up to make an Origin sequel, and that's not what this is. Like, I wanted to continue Bayek and Aya's storyline, and this is not that, which is, like, really disappointing to me, because I thought, especially Aya, I thought those characters were so cool. Like, in the way it ended, in the way, like, you just wanted to, like, continue their storyline, and it's just not happening. It was really disappointing, but whatever.
all right,
it still looks cool.
Moose, you're number 3.
My number 3 is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead, pew pew.
I'm looking forward to that because I was a huge fan of Red Dead.
Yeah,
Redemption.
if you don't know anything about this game, play Red Dead 1, and if you don't like Red Dead 1, you have no reason to play this game.
Right.
So,
also play Undead Nightmare because that's one of like the best DLCs ever.
Yep.
Which I think they also released on both consoles. You do play that without the main game.
You play without the main game.
So
it's fucking great.
Yeah, it's awesome. But Red Dead Redemption is a lot of fun. I can just see them building on this, and then there's not talks, but it's pretty much guaranteed they're going to have a Wild Wild West online, like a version of Grand Theft Auto Online where you can build posses. You can either bring justice to the Wild Wild West, or you could be a bandit and steal and pillage and all that stuff. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think unlike, to their credit, Rockstar, they launched online Rocky, but they've really made some great strides to improve it. I think they're going to be able to take that and apply it to Red Dead Redemption and not have any issues at launch. In my opinion,
or not those issues. They'll probably
in my opinion, they'll probably have server issues. But in my opinion, it will launch with the game. Unlike Grand Theft Auto Online was like announced, and then it came out like a month or two after the game launched, and then there were all kinds of issues, and then people they talked about heists and all this stuff, and then heists didn't come till like almost a year later. Mm-hmm. But I think everything that they're going to put into Red Dead Redemption, or everything they'll talk about as far as the online aspect, will be available when it launches. Now, what they want to add, obviously, will be talked about and will be delivered later on in updates, because they'll milk it like they're milking Grand Theft Auto Online. That's why we haven't seen another Grand Theft, is because of online, but that gives them time to polish Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm good to go. Polish that puppy away, man, because I go back to 5 every once in a while. I'm like, this is a great fucking game. Like, I love it. It's still amazing looking, and it plays really, really well. So I have no problem with it. But that's my number 3.
My number 3 is Fallout 76. I know I am very alone in this panel, but
probably as a Fallout fan, yes,
I do like the series, and I will try new things in Fallout. So I'm interested to see what the take on this is, and if Todd Howard is correct and it's softcore survival, might be my type of thing. Because that hardcore stuff, I think there's something cool there, but I don't want
yeah.
I like roguelikes. I like the idea of every playthrough mattering, or every playthrough being different, but there are some times where you do want to keep your stuff, and I feel like an online game is probably a game where you want to keep your stuff. So Fallout 76 is my number 3.
Okay.
My number 2 is Code Vein. I've not seen a ton of videos from this, but the chatter I've heard around it has piqued my interest continually. So that is
20 seconds I saw at PAX was really good until I got kicked out for filming it.
Well, that's. I mean, at least you fucked up. But I will say, like, Bandai Namco publishing another Souls-like game or Souls-adjacent game, I will try it. If it's bad, all right. If it's not, it'll be fun. So bring it on.
Bring it on.
Moose.
My number 2 is the same game, Code Vein. I've seen little snippets of it. I'm excited for it. I'm pumped for it. It's from Bandai Namco. Love their stuff. If it's in the same vein as Dark Souls, with
I also like the fact that it's anime as shit.
I was just gonna say, it seems like they're taking the Dark Souls formula and moving it towards anime, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. Like, I don't watch a lot of anime, but it's not to say that I don't like anime. I just don't seek it out and watch it. So if it's got an anime twist to it, that's awesome. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna have fun with it. So yeah, that's my number 2.
Yeah, I've had a lot of talks about anime, and I want to like anime. I love the art. I love the way it looks.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, their stories just don't pull me in.
So shame.
Corey, your number 2?
My number 2 game is Destiny 2 Forsaken. I think it looks cool. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to see what they changed and what they said they changed and what they didn't change, and ready to be disappointed in November.
Awesome. I knew that was going to show up on your list. I just wasn't sure where.
Yeah, I mean,
it's on there.
I had a really hard time making this list, man. Just nothing. Nothing this fall, man, is grabbing me.
Well, I mean, there was one that like I'm not going to go into, like SNK Heroines. Like, I'm super interested in that game, and then the SNK 40th anniversary collection.
See,
that's coming out, which looks cool.
SNK Heroines until like it's just a smash A button with all these Japanese anime girls with bouncing accessories.
It is.
I don't think it'll be that bad. I really don't. I haven't watched any videos on it if they've been released, so I don't know. I'm interested in that because I like those fighting games. But Corey, that brings us to your number 1.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
SNK Heroines. No,
yep, SNK Heroines. Number 1. No, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is my number 1 game this fall.
Cool.
I love the new Tomb Raider games. I think they're great, and everybody's saying Shadow of the Tomb Raider is more Tomb Raider. I'm like, great, that's what I want. Sign me up. Day 1.
I don't know why, but when I saw that video at E3, I'm like, for some reason, I am more than down with this kind of murder porn. Because that's all that was.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking this new approach on stealth and like the way that you can like hide and up against a wall, and to hide yourself, you smear mud on your face, which they kind of did that with the Legend trilogy a little bit, where like they're experimenting with mud physics and stuff in Tomb Raider Underworld.
That sounds so dirty.
I know.
Yeah, baby. Smearing that mud on your face.
Mud physics.
I'm going to experiment with some mud physics.
Let me murder you with my mud physics.
That was way too creepy.
But I mean, look, the Tomb Raider games are great, and I think they're like, we've had this conversation 100,000 times where I think the Tomb Raider games are better than the Uncharted games. In terms of a gameplay perspective, I just sign me up for more Tomb Raider.
Don't kill Corey Ray Osorio.
Come at me, Ray.
Moose.
I'll make my baby fight your baby. Yeah.
Moose, you're number 1.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Okay.
Spider-Man is my number 1. So I was pumped for the game because I like Insomniac games. Like, I like Ratchet and Clank, like the remaster Ratchet and Clank. I like their stuff prior to that, but like the remaster, coming back to the PS4 and having the remasters would really brought me back to like their stuff again. And so thoroughly enjoyed that game. And so my only hesitation was like, what is the combat going to be like? What is going to go on? And is there going to be a lot of QTE, quick time events? And so they showed the trailer at E3, but then like after the show, they were showing people actually playing the game. And that's what sold me on it. Like taking the time to show people like sitting down, playing on PS4 Pros and playing the game and showing how big the world is and the freedom that you have, and that the combat is so much more involved both than just QTE. And so that's what sold me on the game. Like you have a meter that you can build up, and then once you get to a certain point, you can either heal yourself or do like a special attack if you can, if you're not taking hits. So if you're a good player, you can deal out more damage and move along quicker. Or if you're an okay player and you're not really focusing, you can heal yourself and still keep attacking, but it just takes you more time. So I'm kind of excited for it. Like New York is going to be awesome to traverse in that game, I feel. And like they said, like all the webs go to something. Like you can't just like swing out in the middle of nowhere and like, and there's nothing there's like nothing logical that your web would go to. Right. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'm excited for it. That's going to be a day 1 purchase for me. In fact, to be honest, that's the next. Well, I was going to say the next AAA game I'd be getting, but I am getting Octopath Traveler Friday. But that is the next like main console game that I'll be getting. Like as far as like sit at home and play, like Octopath Traveler I can play on the go and play here or there. But that'll be the next main like sit down in front of my TV play game that I'll be getting is Spider-Man. So that's my number 1.
My number 1 is Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah. I don't need to spend a lot of time here. I love the original. The original is probably the best game of the generation. We could probably argue a couple other titles that belong there, but like Red Dead Redemption 1 is a masterpiece, and I'm excited for a follow-up. And what they've shown thus far, like I will look at like the things that they show like once and then not again, and then I just know I'm gonna buy it. So So that's that. And like I had Spider-Man at my number 5 just because it wasn't like I don't give a shit about superheroes generally. And then when I saw E3,
Well, it wasn't on my list at all. I just don't care. Honestly,
when I saw E3, I'm like, okay, that's a game I want to play now. Like Moose said, after the presentation, watching them play, I'm like, okay, that is what I'm down with.
Right, exactly.
I get it. Marvel has its fans. Spider-Man has its fans. The comics have its fans, or have their fans. But that's not me. Gameplay matters, not lore or story.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when I saw that gameplay, I'm like, okay.
He's ready. His body is ready.
My list kind of surprised me after I was done making it because I don't have any Switch games, and I don't have any first party games on my list.
Yeah,
that's all right. I mean, Dark Souls Switch is still on the horizon. You'll get that.
Yeah, you'll have a good time with that, and I'll have a good time with it because I'll probably pick it up again.
Yeah,
just to play it on Switch.
I just meant like first party Switch games.
Right.
I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I had a ton of audible mentions, but it's just like I know what Switch games I'm getting. There's more exciting games out there for me.
Like my number one honorable mention is Battlefield 5. Like I'm excited about Battlefield 5.
And like, I mean, Captain Toad would have been on this list, except it comes out in like 3 days. So
yeah, it comes out. 3 days before this episode was released.
And we're talking games that are like fall. So like late August and on. So
yeah.
Okay, so I am Moose in our episode chat asked if we were going to do 20 questions. I'm going to say no tonight just because I'm in a streak of long days. I got to work 12 hours.
Dude, I'm fine with that.
I got to work 12 hours tomorrow, so I kind of have to get to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I have to be up a little bit earlier tomorrow too. Anyway,
I think with the end of our top 5, that brings us to the end of this episode of Nerds Gone Rogue. This has been episode 103. At Svhenn, Mr. Moose, where can we find you?
You can find me at Svhenn on PlayStation Network.
You're welcome.
Twitter and Instagram. You can also listen to me, Jason, and Jeff discuss the PlayStation platform over on Nerds Gone Platinum. You can tweet us at NG_Platinum, or you can email us questions, comments, and concerns at nerdsgoneplatinum@gmail.com. Yeah. That's where you can find me.
My name is Matthew Keel. You can find me at Infinite_Rewind on every social media platform I choose to be on. That is Twitter, Instagram, PSN. I do have a Switch code that'll be in the description. Corey puts all of our Switch codes in the description, so Moose doesn't have to chime in.
Yeah, and I also added to the descriptions like your friend code, but also the name that comes up when you add someone. So,
okay.
Like obviously Matt would be Infinite.
Yep.
And then
mine should be Svhenn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. That's awesome. Good to know for the listeners.
I just want to throw that out there.
I didn't even realize that, so thank you.
Thank you,
also, I published a piece the day before we recorded called Weekly Rotation. I do vinyl a day things on Instagram where I just post a picture and a little audio snippet of a record that I listened to that day. And I decided to write a little more in-depth about it weekly. I did the first 7, which was July 1st to July 7th. Posted that. It's not like as in-depth as I wanted to go because I'm just sort of messing with it a little bit. So if you feel like checking that out, check it out. Let me know your thoughts. I linked to all my socials in the story. So tell me I suck or give me some.
You suck.
I mean, well, you do that. Fuck you guys.
Get a new host.
I mean,
we already did that once.
Okay, I'm just tell me what you think right there. These fuckers derailed me. Corey,
Yeah, you did.
take us home.
Yeah, you like it when you do.
Well, I recently not changed, but updated my Twitter and Instagram and Xbox Live name. So you can find me in all those places in Corey and HD 86. You can also find me on PlayStation Network at Rogue Spartan 4 until I can change my PlayStation name.
Shuhei, get on it.
You can also find me on Nintendo Power Block and Arsenal X, although shout out to Jesse and Ed holding down those shows this weekend without me because Baby Watch was real this weekend. So thanks guys for holding that down. I think that's it. You can email the show at ngrradiopodcast@gmail.com for questions, which we will be looking for in the near future. I think that's it.
I mean, unless you want to listen to Moose and I talk about Bloodborne for hours.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what the next month and a half is going to be anyway, right?
No, it'll be until July 31st, and then the episode after that, it'll be nothing but Chasm.
Moose is going to orgasm for Chasm.
We're going to play it, and we're going to talk about it.
I'm so glad Corey just gave me the title for that episode when it comes
There
out.
we go.
Orgasm.
Yeah. There we go.
I
like it.
I'll workshop it.
Well, sit on it. Let it marinate. You know, let it cook. And just sit on the name. Let it marinate, and then boom, it'll pop out.
It just writes itself here.
It's like magic.
I was just wondering where the paperboard was. Hoping he would bring me some good news.
Good night.
17
son of a bitch. Call me. Let's get out of here. Until next week, Corey, what do we do?
What?
We love
What do
you,
we do?
you dickhead. Forget your
Oh.
outro.
I think we wasted all of our love on Moose's chasm or chasm.
Chasm and
Thank you
orgasm.
guys so much for watching, and until next week, we love you.
Banana and out.
Welcome.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Bye.